friends, today I am sharing a quarantine tag, and I was tagged by my friend Ester Frias. She has been a supporter of mine since the beginning of my YouTube journey, as we all seem to call it. So I hope you guys will enjoy getting to know me better. I will tag Ester in my description box, as well as the creator of this challenge, and also I will tag the 3 people that I choose to do this challenge along with me. If I don't tag you and you'd like to do this challenge, just jump on in. All of the questions will be in my description box, and just feel free to do it. So there are 10 tag questions that I need to answer for you guys. Number 1 is, how has work changed for you? Well, it's changed because I'm not going to work now. But that's okay, because I decided to use this time actually to work on building my YouTube channel, to produce the things that I enjoy producing, my art, my crafts, and also I really enjoy producing my videos. So I decided to take this time that I wouldn't be working at my regular job to to just dive into YouTube and just have fun with it and just go full on. So the second question is, how has home life changed for me? And actually, it hasn't changed dramatically, except for obviously that I'm home more, and my daughter is home from college, which I love that. I love spending time with all of my kids. They're adults now, but I enjoy being with them. So it's actually been really nice that she's been home. The third question is, do I know anyone who has tested positive for COVID-19? And yes, the answer is yes. I have a cousin actually that lives in Texas, and he tested positive. He did have complications, ended up going to the hospital. He is home now and well, but it was a scary time. Number 4 is, what is your toilet paper situation? And yeah, I actually have a story about the toilet paper situation. I belong to BJ's. It's like a big box store, and it just so happened that before all of this happened, I was low on toilet paper. So I remember distinctly, I went into BJ's on a Monday, and I got, bulk toilet paper. And then, and this thing had started, but it was just ever so slight, and people weren't panicking yet or anything like that. So I got my toilet paper along with whatever other groceries I needed. And I did notice a few people were stocking up on other stuff, not toilet paper, just like water and stuff like that. So that was on a Monday. And then I remember by Thursday and Friday, things were crazy and there was no toilet paper to be found. So I felt very fortunate that I had gotten a large package of toilet paper. And then each time I went out, I ordered groceries for a long time to be delivered, obviously, and I would try to order toilet paper. And of course, there never was any. But I would also order paper towels and napkins, and I felt like if I got one of the 3, then, that would be good. So I tried every time to get some sort of paper product that could be used as toilet paper if needed. But we got through. It's still hard to find toilet paper, but every now and then, if you get lucky, I've been able to find like the last package of toilet paper. So anyway, that's the toilet paper situation. We're doing fine. Number 5 is, what are grocery stores like? And I have several grocery stores around me. I live in a very populated area in Florida, so there are lots of places to go grocery shopping. And, at first, a lot of stuff was out. Even the cereal aisle was just cleaned out. That whole aisle was empty for the longest time. There was always other food available, and there was always fruits and vegetables, which was great because we eat a lot of that stuff. Now the cereal aisle is fully stocked. Protein bars and all of that are there, but still the cleaning aisle, you get laundry detergent all day long, no problem. Bleach is starting to get back on the shelves, but cleaning products are limited. Some are there and some aren't, and definitely like the sanitizing wipes are still not on the shelves. We're still very low on paper towels, toilet paper, if you strike it lucky, that's great. You can sometimes, but they're not stocked. The sanitizing wipes and the spray cleansers, all of that is still pretty much out. Everything else is there. Most of the stores are back to normal. Number 6 is, what is your city like? And I'm very happy to say that my city is great. Everybody has been very respectful with social distancing. We are opening up. We're like in phase 2. I don't know, we might even be going into phase 3. Like, a lot of stuff is open now. But people are really respecting each other's space. And also, I find that people are respecting one's decision to wear a mask or one's decision to not wear a mask. And I feel like things are going really well. We haven't had any dramatic spikes after Labor Day weekend, and also some of the current events that have been taking place. There has been an increase in positives, but not an increase in deaths. So I feel like we're doing very well. I feel very comfortable. I am shopping now at the grocery store. I'm going in, I'm doing that. I'm going into the other stores that are open, and I don't feel fearful at this point in time. Number 7 is, if you have kids, what is your situation like? Are they at home? Are they at daycare? And I kind of covered that in the very beginning. All my kids are adults, but they all actually live with me. They're very young adults. So, my daughter's home from college. My middle son, he lives at home. He works full time. He goes to school part time. So he lives here, but actually he's getting ready to buy his first house. So, that's an exciting thing that's going on for him. And then my oldest son actually has a disability, so he lives with me, and he will probably always live with me. This is the safest place for him, where he will receive the most care. So that's my situation with my children. What are some of the negative things that have come out of this? I would say I fear for the economy, quite honestly. I know that we'll bounce back, and we'll bounce back quicker than we did in 2008. But there's an effect. Some people, many will get their jobs back as restaurants and even bars start to open, gyms and stuff like that. But there's going to be some jobs that, I was talking to a friend just the other day, and her husband got laid off, and they said they were not going to reopen that department again. So there's going to be some of that. We have all kind of evolved through this situation, and there'll be jobs in sectors that grew during this time, like personal shoppers, that sort of thing, but that's not necessarily a high-paying job, obviously. And then there will be some positions that maybe companies realize that they didn't really need after all, and then those jobs won't come back. So, we all are going to have to adapt in some way, shape, or form. I will get my job back at some point in time. I feel fairly confident of that. But I think, honestly, I'm just fearful of the economy and everybody taking a hit because of that, because that's kind of a domino effect. Okay, so number 9 is, what are some of the positives that have come out of this? And I decided when this very first happened that I was going to use this as positively in my life that I could under the circumstances. All the while obviously being gravely concerned for humanity, but at the same time I wanted to utilize the time that I would have at home to work on my projects and actually work on building my YouTube channel. So for me, that's been a real positive. I've seen some people that I'm close to that their jobs, their place of business had to shut down. And so I've seen them have to develop new skills and utilize tools that they had never used before. And so I think that's a real positive, that they, will have explored things that they never had to do it before. But I think that they can continue to utilize that in their business and, be better for it. I think that there's been a huge learning curve. And even though that can be really tough sometimes, I think if we use that to our advantage and don't fight it, we go with it and we learn from it. Again, those are things that we can utilize in our lives, in our businesses. We can be better prepared for the future. And honestly, I live in Florida, as you guys know, and we have hurricane season, and I always prepare for hurricane season. But this situation has taught me how to prepare even more. You know, the things that were wiped off of the shelves weren't always things that I expected. So now those items will be included also in my hurricane preparedness. So, you know, that's a positive. Okay, question number 10 is, how has your neighborhood changed? I don't think it really has. I didn't see a huge shift in my neighborhood. Some of the school-age children, actually any of the school-age children that live in my neighborhood, they obviously were home. So, you know, they were able to, you know, have the freedom to go out and ride their bikes. You know, instead of being in a classroom for 6 hours a day, you know, they had the freedom to do schooling online, and if they needed a break, they could go out and ride their bike. You know, they could have recess whenever they wanted to. So I saw that, but really, I didn't see any other changes. All right, so now I'm going to tag 3 people. Now, if I tag you and you don't want to do the challenge, I totally understand. It's perfectly fine. If you do want to do the challenge, I'm excited to see your answers. If I didn't tag you and if you want to do the challenge, just jump right in and do it. You'll see the information in the description box. Oh, also, if somebody has already tagged you for this challenge, I apologize. I did look at your channels and just double check to see if you had done a video like this, and I didn't see it, but that doesn't mean I didn't miss it. So the first person I'm going to challenge is Kathy with Kathy's Favorite Things. Kathy she does like a variety of stuff on her channel, and she is fun and bubbly, and you know, I'm just tagging her because I would like to see what she has to say about it. And then I'm going to tag DIY with Nadia. She does a lot of like DIYs with Dollar Tree items and stuff like that, and she's just fun, energetic, and you know, I just think we all have a story to tell about this, so I'm going to tag her so she can tell her story if she would like to. And lastly, I am going to tag Allie NYC. Allie lives in New York City, and she is involved in the fashion industry, and she does photography, and you know, she just has a really cool vibe about her, so I'm going to tag her because I would like to get to know her better also. I hope you enjoyed getting to know me better today. Thanks for watching. See you soon.